After looking at my team and my rotations and everything like that, I realized that I don't have much use for Chris Anderson. I mean, he's 34 years old and he gets tired extremely fast. And I don't need my first round draft pick because I don't need any draft picks at all, honestly, because I have no use for that. So I ended up going out and getting Jared Sullinger from the Charlotte Bobcats. He is very young. He has a lot of good potential to be a good backup power forward or center. So I went out and get him so I could have a better big man coming off the bench. And with him here, it's just going to make things even better. You know, I might even end up taking Pau Gasol out of the starting lineup and starting Jared Sullinger depending on how good he does this game. So I'm going to play him quite a bit of minutes this game maybe and see how he does on offense and on defense. And right now his defense is a C+, I believe. So I ended up running this drill for him, trying to increase his defensive stats, and here it is right here. I think I did a good job at that. So up next, we're up against the Brooklyn Nets and Blake Griffin.
Like a bed of nails, head of tails, we'll get down till the best prevails. Life is more than just a dream when your team's strong. We write anthems, this is more than just a theme song. Shooters and assist men, get your weight up, little homie, you risk then. We eat at dinner here, no frequencies here, fairy tales of Guinevere's. Lean in, let me bend his ear. Rock bees on our winter wears. Welcome to B.9, the home of the phenoms. It's only one city that we lean on. We call that. That's what 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 we call that.
What's up, everyone? This is the Prince of YouTube signing in here, and we're up against the Brooklyn Nets, J.R. Smith and Blake Griffin. Those are the only two good players that they have. We started off the fourth quarter up by 5 points, but now look at the lead. We're tied up at 55, and I put Sullinger in the game. Sullinger, you know, he's been playing all right so far. I don't think he has much points, probably 2 points or whatever, but you know, he drew a foul, so you know, his free throws isn't all that good, but for some reason I mastered it on like my first try. I figured out his release and everything like that. So, and I think he has a good mid-range jump shot too, or a decent mid-range that he could make. So I'm gonna try to, you know, utilize him with that. But so far my players haven't really been playing that good. All of my players as a whole. The main players that I went to all game were LeBron James and Monte Ellis, of course, and Nick Young. He's been scoring pretty good off the bench, you know, so I went to him. Pau Gasol, I don't know what Gasol's been doing. I might end up taking him out of the starting lineup because he hasn't been playing pretty well starting. I think I might end up bringing him off the bench because, you know, I want the offense to be focused on him. I want like an all-star coming off the bench. With an all-star coming off the bench, you know, it could make the offense much better when the starting lineup goes to the bench, because I don't want to throw all of my good offensive players out there to start the game, and then when it comes to the bench unit, I don't have a good amount of scoring presence. Even though I do have a lot of pieces that's coming off the bench that's in the second unit that can score the ball, I want to make sure that the offense coming off the bench is very good and very solid. And with Pau Gasol coming off the bench, I think that might boost the offense for the second unit up even more, making them even more harder to stop, you know, spacing out the floor, because you have Pau Gasol in the post, and then you have Jose Calderon, Nick Young, Steve Novak on the wing and everything like that. So, you know, you have a good, solid offensive team that could space the floor and everything like that coming off the bench. Now Jared Sullinger going to the line again, shooting more free throws, and I missed that one. And the only reason why the Brooklyn Nets is still in the game right now is because of J.R. Smith and Blake Griffin. Of course, when you're playing against a good offensive player like J.R. Smith on Hall of Fame difficulty, of course he's going to light you up. Of course he's going to make all of his shots, especially knowing J.R. Smith loving to chuck up shots on Hall of Fame difficulty. Those shots and those bad shots that J.R. Smith takes will go in. So, you know, that's that. And Blake Griffin getting the chair pulled on him on that possession. Let me go back to Sullinger again in the post, and they got another foul drawn on him. I've been drawing a lot of fouls with Jared Sullinger this game. I don't know why. I guess it's probably because he's new to the team, so people don't know how to, you know, sky him. And look at Nick Young getting blocked again from downtown. Come on now. I got blocked with Nick Young from the three-point line somewhere early on in the game. Oh man, that's crazy. But in terms of defense this game, the Brooklyn Nets has been fouling a lot. I don't know why. They've been reaching in a lot. See, just like that. They've been reaching in a lot, you know, getting a lot of fouls called on them. So I've been to the free throw line a lot this game. And I'll use that to my advantage. If they keep fouling me, I'm going to just keep nailing my free throws. I know everyone on this team free throw release, and this team is a pretty good free throw team. Believe it or not, everyone on this team could shoot free throws. They're very good free throw shooters, so you know, that's it for that. And Jared Sullinger is tired right now, but I might keep him in for a little bit longer. You know, just stick with this lineup on the floor. You know, you gotta have faith in your team, you know. You gotta have a lot of faith in your team, and I have a lot of faith in this second unit. That's why I often give the second unit a lot of minutes. I don't play the starting lineup as much. I balance the rotations out, make sure everyone get a good amount of time on the floor, especially the role players and everything like that. And the players that aren't supposed to get minutes at all, like the bench warmers, such as Nick Collison and Cephalosha. You know, I still end up shuffling them into the lineup and getting them some minutes every now and again. And look at Jared Sullinger. Jared Sullinger with those good post moves, getting fouled and one. Can he complete the three-point play? Something tells me I'm going to miss the free throw. I always do for some reason. When it comes to and ones with big men, I always miss the free throw. I get slightly early, and of course I miss. Normally I'll make that, but you never know. And of course I'll get called for the foul. So I might look to bring back in my starting lineup sooner rather than later to try to put this team away. I don't want the Brooklyn Nets thinking they got any chance of winning this game. And another foul on me. Come on now. Now they're just calling BS fouls now. So yeah, I'm about to bring in some of my starting lineup in the game. Some people from my starting lineup, bring them back into the game and try to ice this game and close it out strong, because I don't want the Brooklyn Nets to win. And look at Blake Griffin. That's what I'm talking about. Blake Griffin and J.R. Smith, those are the two go-to guys for the Brooklyn Nets, and they're a pretty solid team with those two players, in my opinion. I think those two players make a very good combination, because you have Blake Griffin, who could easily get to the rim and stuff like that. You have a good offensive presence in J.R. Smith that could just explode, you know, go to the rim, pull up for three, do this, do that, and look, he's pulling up right now. This time he missed. I'm lucky. So, you know, the Brooklyn Nets have some players they could build around in J.R. Smith and Blake Griffin. So this Brooklyn team is actually pretty decent. And Jared Sullinger going to the free throw line again. This time I'm hitting my free throws. How many free throws have I shot with Jared Sullinger this quarter, in the fourth quarter? I probably shot a whole bunch of free throws with Jared Sullinger, and I miss. I might end up taking him out. I think it's time for him to come out. He looks tired. He has about 3 bars, and I'm just keeping him in the game. That's not fair to him. And J.R. Smith misses again and blocked. Let's go. That's what I'm talking about. That's the kind of defense that we need to play. That's the kind of intensity that we need to bring night after night. So, you know, I bring back in my starting lineup. Let's go. Time to ice this game and time to put them out of their misery. Oh, snap. I said J.R. Smith. That was Blake Griffin pulling up for a jump shot, hitting the side of the backboard. That was horrible. Come on, Blake Griffin. I know you can do better than that. 2 minutes left. My go-to guy is Monte Ellis in the clutch. I always go to Monte. Always, always, always. Probably LeBron every now and again. Depends on who's doing better this game, but Monte Ellis is having a pretty good game, so I'm going to fade away inside. Let's go. C+ release. I know his release perfectly. He is the man. Mr. Clutch for my team. My go-to guy. I love having 2 go-to guys on this team. Monte Ellis and LeBron James, and just a whole bunch of other players that I could go to when they're having good games. I believe one time I even went to Paul Gasol in the clutch, and look at J.R. Smith. That's what I'm talking about with those 3-pointers by J.R. Smith. As soon as he get an open look, cash money. Just like that, he makes it. So let's see, going back to Monte Ellis. He's been shooting okay this game. I took a lot of shots with him. He's probably shooting about 50% from the field or less. But I'm going to end up taking this shot with him anyway. Let's go. Let me try to take it with Ellis. I got to put it up in the face of J.R. Smith. No way. Bad shot. That was a bad shot. Let's see who they're going to go to on this possession. Oh, wow. They get a good layup. Oh, I thought he would have missed that. If it was on easy or pro difficulty, then the CPU would have missed that shot. There was no way they would have made that. But come on, we need to ice this game. We can't let this game be so close. Let's go. Tied game. Let's try to ice it right now. Here's LeBron. I'm going to LeBron on this possession. I'm trying to run that pick and roll, but look at that double team. They bring in the double team. They don't want the ball in LeBron's hand. LeBron has been killing it all game, of course, like every other game. Let me try to go to somebody. Go into Pau Gasol. He has to throw up a prayer, and I miss. Come on now. And look, we get the rebound. Let's go. Excellent hustle. Excellent determination on the boards to get that rebound. Let me try to ice this game with Monte Ellis. I can't go nowhere. Oh, I get it to Chandler. Let's go. I thought that would have been a turnover right there. Normally, that would have been a turnover, and that would have been the game right there. Because, you know, they would have normally missed that shot. And Blake Griffin with a horrible shot. And that is the game. All we need to do is make our free throws, and the game is over. Come on, let's go. LeBron makes his first free throw. Come on, I gotta make my second. Let's go. We make both free throws. So I think going out and trading for Jared Sullinger was actually a good deal. Because as you see, he provided that good body that we needed off the bench. Now I have Brandon Bass and Jared Sullinger coming off the bench. Or maybe if I decide to bring Pau Gasol off the bench, it will be Pau Gasol and Brandon Bass, and I could start Jared Sullinger. I might end up starting Jared Sullinger, but look at Blake Griffin, you know, trying to get something done. And oh, we almost turned over the ball. That was a bad possession. I'm trying to avoid the foul, and I almost turned over the ball. That would have been a disaster if I turned it over. Mike Conley will shoot 2 free throws. Time to make it a 2-possession game once again. Come on, let's go, Conley. Let's go. You see, this is what I mean by my team is an excellent free throw shooting team. We make most of our free throws, if not all of our free throws. Every one of the team can shoot free throws, and that is excellent. That's exactly what we need. And let's see, Wesley Matthews getting a dunk. Where is the defense for my team? My team needs to play better defense than that. And I just throw it up at the rim and I airball it, but it's too late anyway because, okay, they lost. Because I know if that shot would have went in, I would have been upset and pissed off. But this game was basically over when LeBron hit those 2 free throws to ice the game and make it a 2-possession game. So check this out, the box score. LeBron James finishes with 18 points, 4 assists, 3 rebounds, 2 steals. Monte Ellis finishes with 13 points. Nick Young finishes with 10 points. Novak finishes with 8. And Sullinger finishes with 7. I just might end up starting Jared Sullinger the next game and benching Pau Gasol because Pau Gasol has been very disappointing as of late, and I don't think he fit in well with the starting lineup as well. So we'll see how that goes, and we'll see what happens in the next episode. This is the Prince of YouTube signing out.